Morning everyone. I'm off on a chat and stroll today, not in the glorious countryside I'm afraid, but into the centre of town. I'm actually walking to the designer centre, which is way over the other side of town, so it's a couple of miles walk I think. And when I'm there, well, I need to try and find a very small backpack so I can take it hiking instead of a shoulder bag all the time. I would get it from Vinted, except I don't know if they're going to fit, being a large lass. So I thought best thing I can do is, I think they have a mountain warehouse down in the designer centre, so I'm going to go on, see what they've got there, try on a few, make a note of the names if I don't find something that's affordable, and then get that on Vinted instead. And it's 8:30 in the morning and it's already boiling because there's hardly any breeze, so I'll just take it easy. But I need to get that exercise in, keep up the momentum. It was really nice. It was really nice making the 1940s recipe yesterday, which was the meatless sausage. Came out pretty well. I don't think I would have put the suet in it. With hindsight, I think it didn't need that. But I'm glad I got back to making some 1940s content. So I'm looking forward to creating a good few more recipes in the week ahead as well, and try and get back to normal. And thank you for bearing with me. Like I said, it has been a difficult few months, but I feel like there's more joy and a little more happiness creeping in. So that's always a good sign. It doesn't mean I don't have a little cry every day, but that's memories. Those are the things that pop up into your head, and that's only normal because I love my mum so much. My focus now is on being there for my dad and just getting through day by day. And also I have to plan ahead because, you know, I need to provide myself with an income and a living. So I've got to forge ahead with the book. And I've made more plans in regards to setting out a strategy and a focus for over the coming weeks and months to get that completed. We've probably got some changes coming up in the not too distant future. This building here, when I was a kid, I remember that being an old Victorian red brick, massive sort of marketplace, and it was called Harry's Market. And then when I was away from Swindon, when I lived in Canada and lived all over the country, they built this market apparently, but that's now derelict, there's nobody using it. So it's just lying there as a bit of an eyesore really. You can kind of see in there, look, it's just, there's nothing in there anymore, derelict completely. Well, I've made it to main town now. And then I've got to go all the way down there, cross a few roads, and then I've got to walk an underground passageway and all the way to the old railway village. And just by the railway museum there is a designer outlet, and that's where I'm going to have a little walk around, maybe stop for a coffee, but ultimately I'm there to try and find a little backpack I can wear, or at least try a few on. There's lovely little cottages that were part of the railway cottages were part of the railway in Swindon. So we're going to head over that way. And this is the Old Mechanics Institute, and there's always a lot of debate in Swindon how this should be resurrected and used as a creative or learning space, because it's got a lot of history behind it. I used to work all the way at the end of that road. See the big brown building to the right? I used to work there last year. And obviously, as you know, I gave up my job January. And as I said, I've got to go all the way to the end of this underground, and the railway tracks run over, so often you can hear the trains going over. So we're nearly there actually. It'll take us about half an hour or so's walk. It's about a mile and a half actually to get to the designer centre. Coming up the other side. Actually, just round the corner we have, I think it's the National Office for English Heritage, and we definitely have the National Office for National Trust too. There we are. Just slowing down for a bit, getting a bit sweaty. I was walking quite fast. So the area where I'm now is been built up with a lot of flats and stuff, but a lot of them being made out of the original railway buildings. Now, Swindon in its heyday supplied thousands and thousands and thousands of people with jobs, homes and a healthcare system. So a lot of these buildings have now been converted to museums. To the designer outlet where I'm going used to be a massive railway building, a workshop and warehouse. So there's a lot of heritage around here. My dad actually used to work in the railway when he first moved here from Ireland, so yeah. And of course we have the amazing Steam Museum. I will take you for a chat and stroll around there one day. It's been about a year since I've last been in, and it is an amazing place. Something else I wanted to share with you. This building here, which you'll see in all its glory in a minute, is the national headquarters for National Trust. So yes, national headquarters for National Trust. This building is called Heelis, and it's an amazing building. It's built round like an atrium in the middle. I've never actually been in to see it. They used to have a coffee shop there, which I used to go to many years ago, and after COVID hit, they shut it down. But it's a self-sustaining building and providing its own solar and green energy. Yeah, I think they do tours. I'd love to go around one day actually. Yeah, so that's the National Trust. So here's the designer outlet, and I'm going to go in there and have a walk around, get some more exercise and find myself a backpack. Well, I'm here and it's gone 9 o'clock now. It's taken me about 35 minutes to get here. Nothing really is open at the moment, so maybe I'm here too early. Maybe things don't open till 9:30, 10 o'clock. Dang! It's been a couple of years since I've been into that coffee shop, so I might go in and wait for the shops to open. Yeah, apparently the shops don't open until about 10, so I've got 45 minutes to kill. So I'm sitting here having a cup of coffee, and I'll have another mooch around, and then hopefully we'll go into the shop that I need to go into. Still waiting. Do you know what? In all my 60 years, I don't think I've ever owned a piece of Le Creuset. Is that how you pronounce it? God. I know I don't lust after many things, but yeah, maybe a set of those pans would be wonderful one day. There's the shop I need. Warehouse, but it's not open yet. I'm hoping to find a little backpack in there. Certainly at least try them on. I guess we'll do another lap. Honestly, walking all the way around here has to be over a quarter of a mile, maybe half a mile. I think it takes about 15 minutes to walk round if you just walk, maybe longer. It's massive. That might be another one to do. That's trespass. They might have backpacks. They do. We'll try there as well when they open. Well, Mountain Warehouse didn't have what I needed, which was a small backpack, but something with a little clasp here, because sometimes I find things fall off my shoulders. I'm going to look in trespass now. Actually, something like that wouldn't be too bad. It's small enough, and it has a little clasp there. Whether it will fit me is another thing, isn't it? I'll try it on. Well, it does actually fit, just. I think that'll do. I got it! I thought I might as well buy something new for once. Honestly, by the time I'd probably found one on Vinted and paid the postage, it wouldn't have been much cheaper, so, and that was perfect, and it fit me, unlike the clothing in there, which really runs to a size 18. One day. Well, that's it. I've been out for nearly a couple of hours, and now about a half an hour walk home, so I reckon we'll have done about 5 miles today. Honestly, my knees aren't hurting, like hardly a twinge at the moment, so all good stuff. The worst bit now is the rest of the 1.5 miles home. Is a lot of it is uphill, with a quite steep uphill for the very last bit, so that's why when I get in I'm definitely going to be very warm. But it's a good day, a good walk. It'll be 5 miles on my feet, getting fitter, dropping the weight, and doing more like they used to do in the 1940s. Just looked, it's going to get up to probably about 30 degrees Celsius today. I don't know what it is at the moment, mid-20s, maybe higher. So 30 degrees Celsius, what? Is that like 82, 83, 84 degrees Fahrenheit? Something like that. So it's going to be quite a hot day. There's not much of a breeze, so I'm feeling it already, sweating quite a bit. I need a nice cool drink of water when I get in. Anyway, thank you for listening to me rambling on. And I know it's not nature this time, but I hope you enjoyed a little detour into our designer outlet and the railway area of the town that used to be it used to supply a lot of jobs and housing in its heyday. So it's a very important part of Swindon, and Swindon basically was built around that. Isambard, Kingdom Brunel. Yeah, anyway, cheerio, bye.